Breaking news. You are listening to Transparency and Merit.
You know, the president has the virus, and they've tested positive for it.
Let me just I'm going to drop a link here to her.
I'm going to start following the links as well, Joey.
All right. So I guess let's see here. President Donald Trump tweets. He and First Lady Melania Trump test positive for COVID-19.
Yeah.
The president announced this early Friday morning, an extraordinary development coming months into the global pandemic and into the final stretch of the re-election campaign. He also just had this huge debate with Biden, where the coronavirus was very central to the entire format. Insane.
Yeah.
Rest assured, I expect the president to continue carrying out his duties without disruption while recovering, and I'll keep you updated on further developments. That comes from Mr. Conley, Sean Conley. So,
yeah.
Are we going to get any people back here for this one? I don't know. Let's see here.
And just put my thing out there, you know.
Ooh, I wonder if I might. Let's see here. I don't think I even have the vetting channel anymore.
We are following this thing rather closely, and he does have he has tested positive for COVID-19. So
all right. I don't know if we're going to get any hits for this, Brian.
Why?
Because nobody's saying anything, and I've got a bunch of people texting me. All right. So what do we got here? We have a tweet from Donald Trump.
Yes.
Tonight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Tonight, Flotus, the First Lady, and I tested positive for COVID-19. We'll begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together.
Yes. Now let's take a look at all of the statements here that have been received. Right. Okay. And there's a guy with a hat. There's a lot of hieroglyphic writing there. I don't know what that is. If it's foreign people doing it. There's a guy named Shay who's got a crucifix, and yeah, it's just
wiener dogs. All right. A quote from Trump: "I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see," he's talking about Biden, "he's got a mask." Okay, that was part of the debate.
Yeah, that aged well. I mean, and I think that, that is something that may turn things around on him. He's going to look. This does make him.
Don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. I don't wear masks like
That was actually one of his funnier comments.
It was, but
Oh man, you got the Baphomet here, more of the hieroglyphics.
what's with the hieroglyphics anyway? I don't know what that means.
It must be some sort of millennial thing.
Yeah.
Want to know if it's true? The market is about to plunge. Check all the trading activity of those close to him within the last 48 hours. Okay, yeah. Follow the money. I'm sure something's going on there.
Oh yeah, man. Horrible.
Yeah, not good. I hope the markets don't do that. Dr. Fauci.
But yeah, this is. I wonder what Mike Pence says. We're a freedom-loving nation of faith. Not a lot of people have mentioned. Let me see. Let me. I'm looking here. Trump and COVID. Let's take a look here. World News Tonight. Trump and his family will receive far better care. And this is John. I forget his name, but he's with the Young Turks. Trump and his family will receive far better care than any of those who were infected with COVID due to the lack of leadership, empathy, understanding of science, and his willful pushing of misinformation. And yeah, I mean, atheists are now questioning their faith now that Trump has been diagnosed with COVID. Haley Jackson reported that Jim Jordan exposed maskless to Hicks, and both Trumps who now have COVID is declining to quarantine. This feels like a sequel to Idiocracy. So yeah, we're just we're seeing the crowds out there. And we're seeing all the Trump haters are in absolute glee of this.
Yeah, so far 100%. No respirator for you.
And there are people that are very happy for this.
Oh, people are dancing over this.
And yeah, it goes to show you like how it really goes. It really kind of goes to show you how divided this country is.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. These comments do nothing positive at all.
No, you know, and there's a lot of hatred out there for our president, and it is what it is.
Perhaps his cover has been blown, that he's just not really there to help people.
Well, I don't think that's true. I think, like I said, it is what it is. There's not a whole hell of a lot we can do, and just looking at these comments, Trump tested positive for COVID-19, and I'm pretty sure the Simpsons have never lied. Trump has COVID. And then the doctor, after seeing the results, were positive. Trump has COVID. They're throwing an Asada party. A lot of people are out there smiling and happy right now, you know.
I guess this is the latest meme thing, is to write like this and then throw in your picture.
Yeah.
Wow, 158,000, 178. I mean, look at these numbers of tweets as they skyrocket up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, there are some upset people out there, and
This is
We
just
have-
catching on right now. I think a lot of people are kind of learning about this and going right to Twitter.
oh yeah, there are a lot of people that are upset, and there are a lot of people that are kind of glad. They don't like Trump, and this is a big thing for them, and it's more than likely it will hurt. I don't know what percentage of the numbers it will hurt him, but this is something that will hurt the president.
So this is coming from, I guess, somebody who considers themselves to be a good Christian. What I like about God is that he makes no mistakes. Every president have all been appointed before the foundations of the world. No coronavirus will stop that purpose. If Mr. Trump was ordained to have a second term, so be it, coronavirus or not. Interesting. Interesting comment.
And there are a lot of people showing the same sympathy he showed for families. I mean, like
Wow.
I said,
81 likes already.
oh yeah.
This one only got 1 like. Much better
Yeah.
comment.
But yeah, we're seeing out there how vindictive and angry the Trump haters can be. And like I said, it might be that might be something that turns people off, and this is something that unstabilizes the government.
All right, here's one. Already seeing a lot of vile comments from the left wishing death on the president and his wife. You all have lost your humility and have become the very thing you pretend to be against. Hate in its purest form. 14,000 likes already. The hatred towards our president can only be explained in a spiritual sense, because in the natural, in the rabid level of vitriol makes no sense. Yeah. Wow. Just unbelievable amount of commenting.
Yeah. And people are angry. They're upset. And some people are happy. I mean, there's some people that are real happy that the president has this disease.
Oh, here's a tip. Look at this one. Look at this thread here.
You see it. Oh, April Ryan.
That's Melania.
Oh my god, it's not funny.
What's that?
Oh, karma is real. But you gotta, I guess people are out of their minds. Like this stuff is just nonsense. Oh my god! I'm looking at some of these, some of this stuff. And Andy Bowen says, if he dies, we got the shocker on deck. I wonder what that means.
Deadly this virus was.
This is deadly stuff. It's not just old people and people too.
Yet he insists on sending our kids back to school.
We have to open our schools. Open our schools. Stop this nonsense.
And what did Republicans do? They followed his lead. Mike Pence admitted that they don't want the science dictating whether our kids go back to school.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's fear-mongering out there.
Jeez. Oh no. Look at this. Yeah, Kamala dancing. Oh man. Oh man. Did Darren find the show? I hope Darren found it. I was supposed to send him a link. Darn it. Let's see. I'll have to send him a link. Thank you, Mr. White, for hanging out. What's up? Mr. White's awesome. Sumo is coming. Sumo is coming. By the way, sumo wrestling is the last great sport on earth.
Yeah. It is. I don't know.
When we're on lock. By the way, when we were on lockdown, I'll be honest. Watching sumo wrestling for 2 weeks during the pandemic was incredible. I don't think it could get any better than that. When every other sport was down and there was nothing good to watch, this was like a hidden gem in the middle of the night. And man, I'll always be a fan of sumo for that. So yeah, we're just kind of reporting what we're seeing on the news, and man, I'm not just the news, but on social media, and it's kind of disturbing what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm gonna use an aluminum bat, but Brian will make a flesh bat, I'm sure. Mr. Wayne Whiteside going for it. Wants some Kamala action. Brian, are you finding anything?
Not really right now. At the moment, I'm not really. I'm just looking on Facebook to see if there's anything interesting.
I'm going to keep flipping through this, but if you want to call. Oh, you know what? Darn. I didn't have my Skype up. So let me, no wonder. Let me pull Skype up. And if you want to call in, The number is posted right there on our wall, 310-668-1969. Be a good man or woman and call and tell Brian what you think of his opinions, even though he hasn't given any this show yet.
Well, it's a scary thought. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news right here. We got oops. Got that Simpsons meme.
Yes, we got the Simpsons meme. Saturday Night Live is going to have a big laugh at that. We got Darren back in the room.
Darren's back. Great.
Darren, have you tested positive for COVID?
Not yet.
Yeah, me neither.
I should have already got it, working where I work, but my sister, her whole family got it. My cousin got it.
Yeah, I don't know anyone. You know what? I don't know anyone that's gotten COVID. Joe, do you know anyone that's gotten COVID?
No, I don't.
All they're talking about is how this affects the election on the news. But the left is not going to be able to not. All it's going to be is "I told you so" over and over for the next till the election.
Yeah, I hope people are tuning into this. I think we need people to call in and tell us what they think of this situation. I'd really like to hear.
The markets
Sorry,
are going.
Darren, go ahead. I interrupted you.
The
Go ahead.
market's going to tumble tomorrow.
Well, I hope not, but you know what? These kind of stories tend to kind of send a wave of madness through the stock exchange. So
It'll
I'm
go
hoping
down-
tomorrow isn't as bad as I think it will be.
It'll go down 1,000 points probably. He's got about
Either that or the people who are supporting Biden will show up and start buying.
maybe, but I doubt it.
Might be a good opportunity for all the Biden supporters to buy in cheap. The futures are tumbling already, says, oh boy. Yeah, I'm afraid to look. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to look at the world market right now.
He's got a 95% chance of survival for his age group.
Oh, yeah, he'll be fine.
95% chance of survival.
So far, the world markets are up. It's not looking as bad as I thought it would be. So that's good.
It'll be interesting how he handles it, especially if he gets a mild case of it. But if he gets a bad case, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Anyone that's interested in the world market, I'll just post a quick look at that. There you go. You can,
You know,
okay.
he might be asymptomatic too.
Yeah, we don't know anything really yet.
So right now, betting odds turned against President Trump after the news. You got COVID-19. Now it's up 60.
I would like to know the Vegas line on presidency.
It all depends on how classy the left is here. If they go way nuts and celebrate and be all immature about it, it could backfire. It could have a You never know how psychologically, all of a sudden Trump will be the victim.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before he got it, Apocalypse said. Yeah, he was. That's true.
Well, I haven't gotten it yet.
Well, just because you test positive doesn't mean you're going to get symptoms.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And 60% of people that get it don't show any symptoms.
We do have a call. Let's see who's calling in. All right, you're on with Brian and Joe and Darren.
It's APOC. How are you guys doing?
We're loving life. How are you?
Everything's great.
APOC,
That's good.
APOC,
Yes.
how do you think this is going to hurt the president's chances of winning?
Oh,
What's that?
can hear you.
It's hard to know.
Of winning or dying? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
Winning.
Winning. Okay, it's a lot harder to hear you on the phone for some reason, but I don't know. I would say I still think he's gonna win, but I don't know. I still think he'll probably win. I would say probably 60% chance he'll win.
Yeah, I am still with you. I'm thinking the edge goes to Trump, but it's much closer. And of course, this, depending on the seriousness of it all, I'm not sure it really matters at this point. I think it's all wind and sails. Yeah.
And he could play this to his advantage too if he does it right.
Oh yeah, if he pulls out of it, it's going to look great.
Yeah.
This could be the play. Maybe it's all by design. The play right out of the Audible playbook.
He's just going to go. Yeah. He's preparing for the next debate. Go, I'm fine.
I am a COVID survivor.
Yeah,
it's like bad,
right? All the next. Yeah.
Dr. Fauci, you're fired.
He's just taking a little break from the campaign trail to get COVID, win the sympathy. Hey.
Yeah.
Then again, if he drops dead, I'll feel terrible.
Yeah, no, I would too. I don't want anyone to die. I don't want Biden to die. I don't want Trump to die.
Of course
Biden
not.
Dude, they were in the same room together for quite some time.
Yeah.
He was yelling at him too. So.
And I don't think Biden. Who do you think would be more likely to die? Probably Biden.
Biden, yeah.
Although
I don't know. I mean, Biden's a little bit more healthy looking than Trump, though.
Yeah, he was looking pretty thin and in shape.
He looked frail, in my opinion.
Really? I thought he looked fit.
Frail and weak.
Fit and probably loaded with amphetamines.
Very true.
Very true.
When he walks, he seems like an old man when he walks. He needs help. And
I'm ready to tuck that guy in and send him to bed. I don't know. I'm not a fan of either one of those guys' style of debate. Although Trump gave a good speech at the Al. I don't know if that was today but the Al Smith thing. He gave a great speech, man.
The next morning, yeah, it might be his last speech
for a while. Yeah.
I think he'll be fine. I think he'll give like little speeches from his bedroom or something or office. So
yeah, it might get comical actually. It's going to be.
I know it's more
interesting.
opportunity for.
2020, man.
Yeah, I don't
Jesus.
believe these numbers. There you go. 60% Biden, 28% Trump. For who won the debate? No way is that, and that there's no way that's accurate.
Where did Biden hit Trump?
I don't know. I don't know how
What did he
CNN
say?
pulled this.
Either one of them said, Trump could have talked about what he's done. Biden could have said what he was going to do specifically instead of in generalities. These candidates suck.
I think he was very aggressive, but I don't think Biden shined. I mean, in some aspects, I wish Trump kind of would have let Biden sort of answer things a little bit more, because he's kind of like a attack dog. But that's kind of what people voted for, is like a fighter, and I think he saw himself as fighting both of these guys. But there's a lot of stuff Biden, he has his own drama that people just really don't hear about, So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump looked like a bully. He didn't get any voters from that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure his base liked it, but he's not going to convert any suburban housewives that are on the fence. They'll probably vote for a third party before they vote for him.
If you notice, I think a lot of it was by design too, because they know what would make him, go over the top. And I don't know if you might want to retake a look at the edit, but Biden kept looking into the camera, and sort of avoiding eye contact with Trump. It was like kind of like a actor, acting in front of the camera, and Trump was just kind of like one-on-one-ing Biden.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I didn't like I didn't like when he looked at the camera. I was just like, ugh, come on. It's something that Clinton did successfully. He learned that.
Yeah.
But
Well, I wonder if there's any more news. Is there any follow-up on that?
Well, there was follow-up on the British girl that I was talking to. I said the Proud Boys are not as bad as the grooming gangs in the UK. Can you at least say that? And she put a hysterical face. And then she said to me, Brian, that is a ridiculous statement. It doesn't have to be a choice. Anyway.
And I want to point out something about the Proud Boys. They're, everyone complains too. It's like, oh, they're white nationalists and all this. But the reality of what Proud Boys are, they're civic nationalists, which is love of country.
I want to give you
And
this breaking news.
a lot of people don't realize it too. But the Proud Boys have a lot of non-whites. I think a third are non-white. The leader of the Proud Boys is Enrique, and he's obviously not white. And I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that no one really looks up too much, but they're not, in fact, if you get like racist in there, they boot you out. So I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Why would Trump denounce them then?
Well,
he just said, if you listen to the way that works, like the question asked, do you denounce white supremacy? And then Chris Wallace added on, a few other things. So he said yes. If you listen, he says sure, and then eventually he talked about standing down, and then he said something about standing down after, which is fine, but they're not in the same group, and they support him. So he has this habit of not wanting to shit on people that support him, and I don't think he even thinks they're that bad. It's just kind of the narrative that they're equivalent of the KKK.
He said that he denounced him tonight, though.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Well, he has to. That the narrative is they're the KKK. There's no difference. So, you want to get that independent or undecided voter. If everyone thinks that they're the KKK, you got to treat them that way, for the vote. So.
Yeah, it'd be different. There's so few members to that, so it's probably worth it for him to do that because there aren't a lot of Proud Boys.
Yeah,
hundreds maybe.
Yeah, there's not too many.
No.
And it's not like they killed anybody or anything, so it's It's really weird. They're not this murderous gang that goes around killing people or destroys property, you know. So it's a weird disconnect to me.
Me too. They were like a joke. They
You know-
started as a joke.
You know what you should do, Darren? There's a chapter.
What?
Here, why don't you do a meeting and give us a skinny on it?
Yes, you need a
That
report.
shows you look like a proud boy. You should go to the meetings. You should go
Yes.
join.
I'm not Mexican enough.
Apocalypse gets all kinds of mail from them, and he refuses to go to the meetings.
You know, I don't even know if they have a chapter in Phoenix. I wonder. I don't know.
What, the Proud Boys or Antifa?
Antifa
Yeah,
doesn't
he's talking
have
about
cha-
Proud Boys.
Antifa's an idea. It's not a group of people burning down Portland, breaking all the windows.
They're mostly peaceful protesters, okay? So
Most of the Black Lives Matter protesters were really nice, actually. Probably 95%.
Yeah.
But it only takes people
yeah.
to break the windows and spray paint the entire town.
Yeah,
When you get 100 days to do it.
So.
Get 100 days to do it, you have 3 people destroying the entire downtown.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'm getting tired. I'm getting ready to go.
Yes.
I'm ready for Betty
I'm
Bob.
getting-
That is a symptom
All
of
the time.
COVID,
Yes.
getting tired. Okay, let's end this sucker.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, fun.
Thanks for
Okay.
calling in.
Yes. Thank you for calling in.